bridges that cross the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, but only one. 96.9 The Eagle, Jacksonville's classic hits.
I don't know how the hell I'm going to get through tonight. I don't know. It's so early. I don't know. I went out. I went out of my way to call the police today to see if we can figure out how to fix codes issues and safety hazards for disabled people. So I thought we can't do nothing. I can get my reports when I call for them and go pay for a copy, but they ain't gonna say much about anything I say about anything. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what they're gonna do to play. I don't know how they're practicing the law in Jacksonville. I had Section 8 concerns for my apartment. I wanted an officer up here to start taking me, writing it down because codes won't fix it. And I wanted people to fix it immediately, or at least note it so I can take it to an attorney's office immediately because nobody's helping me. I've got a crack in my wall that is coming from the building shattering, shaking. I think the place should be shut down immediately, or at least think twice about it. And let me see somebody tell me not to do, let me get the clear. My stove and my refrigerator is not serviceable for fitness, for using under Section 8. I've been insulted to call the police and try to get homeless people taken out of the street that don't belong here, that are allowed to stay here legally. They're not getting removed. The police didn't even meet me at my location. I had to go find them. They were wrong. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just sitting here in my shorts and trying to figure out how to live through tonight. It's a beautiful 80 something degree weather, Florida night. It's surprisingly warm out right now. And there's nobody out here but shitty homeless people who smell like piss and vinegar out here. They smell like piss and shit, and they're slinging drugs in front of everybody. I think they're starting to move and coordinate, little troops now. And they're yelling. Okay, they came up to me on a couple occasions waiting for the police earlier, and they're unknown to me. They're very threatening. My property doesn't want to work with me, and they don't call me, and they let me know that I'm not allowed to pay them any more rent. They'll take it for Section 8, but they won't take it for me, for my portion. And they're going to throw me around and tell me to go walk up the elevator, stairs way, and everything else, with no elevators. I don't feel cool. Um, it's Friday night, and I really don't want to just, the only thing I can do is go back to bed, which is already done 2 or 3 times this afternoon. I've been sleeping in my chair in between waiting for the police here and there. And I'm very sad, to tell the truth. I'm very feeling good. I feel like myself, like I did back in upstate New York when I used to live at the lake. That's why I'm playing games. I don't think I feel stupid. I feel unabashedly myself. I feel like I've been left in the street and I'm kept hostage out here. I feel like I'm a victim soul, being a solitary confined man. And masturbation doesn't save me. It doesn't help me. I haven't got anything to help me cope with being solitary confined in the state of Florida, living disabled in this community as I know it. I'm not mad at anybody because I'm a stranger in town, but I've been living in Florida unexpected like this. Not one time has anybody put me in the right community standard for my disability rating. And I've been asking for the quality to have a village lifestyle if I'm going to be around anybody instead of this bullshit that they put me in. I don't belong on the third floor with a head injury. The gravity's too much. I can't stand the third floor. I can't stand the second floor, really. It's part of my write up. All right, so anyway, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to try not to go to the bathroom too much. I feel like I did when I woke up early this morning. I got nowhere to go. I had a bologna sandwich, which was bad for Lent, but I had bologna and cold cuts for this lunch and dinner and stuff. And there's nothing here. I'm not upset. I want to play. I want to do things, but I don't want to be alone. This is pretty hard to be a cognitive human being and stay awake and do nothing. As far as having any possibility of a normal life, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it anymore if I'm not driving my own car and I'm stuck in Florida like this. I don't like it. I'm broken down here. I don't feel like I can do it. I got older and I don't want to drive a vehicle impaired on medical marijuana with head trauma. You know what I mean? Fuck this. This is fucking illegal. All right. Anyways, Florida, something to do with being in the sun, but being terribly fucking distraught about being upset that I don't know how to live with people anymore that are around me because they're not exactly friendly people to know in my community right now. I live in an urban jungle. I don't like the way I'm living upstairs in a broken down apartment that's illegal. It's fucked up. I feel threatened. There ain't nothing I can do. You know what I mean? There's nothing. I feel like I'm in jail or worse to know that this is where they release you and tell you how to fucking get your ass beaten up and chewed up. Go waste your time over there. Don't talk to me here. That's where I'm at. I'm in the condemned, waiting in limbo. There's nobody to date. There's nobody to relate to, and there's no safety softness, and the fucking building is unsafe to occupy. I don't feel good playing my drums here. I think the community's got something to answer to. When this is over with, I want somebody to answer to me why a cop can show up at the wrong location and I don't have a piece of paper to go take to an attorney by the minute I fucking leave that car. When I was in upstate New York, the cop would print it out in his laptop in the vehicle, and I would be in a concurrence or not concurrence to sign my writing. I want a written statement when I communicate to an officer. It's not a one-way channel that he can write it up the way he felt like it after I left. I got to agree to it before he leaves, or I didn't get my service. In other words, I make statements, I dictate to police all the time, and they don't necessarily go anywhere because they don't exactly go anywhere coming from me while I'm making them. See, I called the police on these tenants and the property prior to today, and I've called on several occasions in Florida for right reasons, and I've been treated wrong when I did it. In the fact that nobody gave me the report or saved me any aggravation or discourtesy. There were times the police helped me stop people from fighting me in my property line in the past in Florida on parts of town that I had to leave because they were violent and the places failed codes. And they were all black doing it on the street. So I think this is gang affiliation. I think this is coordinated effort with public domain, that I'm on the Facebook and I'm on YouTube and people don't like my face and they think they can take pop shots at me. I think I feel stupid talking to myself on the phone. Every day it's going to get harder, then it gets easier until somebody says a word to me. I don't believe a word anybody's not saying to me other than I'm going through the suckiest part of my life that I've ever fucking dreamed. I can't fucking know how it's going to feel good until it's right. And right now, I'm being mishandled to the point where I know I can't fucking speak English correctly anymore and get through the 24-hour cycle comfortably and pay the rent doing it. It's not going to work for me anymore. I'm at the end of a rope. It's like I'm a bad guy and they ran me right out of fucking town at 53. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I am. I don't want to be here like this. I don't want to know the people that come up to the door anymore because I don't feel like they're fucking people that should be in my goddamn domain. I want to buy a house and I want to start defending my property line, and I want people to get the fuck away from me when I tell them to get out of here. I don't even want to look at people anymore. Some of them. I'll never fear God that I don't fucking miss fucking urban fucking South Florida or fucking. I'll never fucking I don't want nobody near me like this anymore. I'm having a fucking problem realizing it. You know, I don't want to be alone anymore. And the only goddamn people that are around me are violent and smell like piss and shit, and they're all black or otherwise. And the other thing is about this fucking city is that the goddamn white people. I tried to talk to a woman that was in the fucking parking lot, right? I was just standing at my mailbox waiting for the police to show up. And some woman was here with the VA downstairs, waiting in the car, just parked wrong. But I didn't have anything to say to her. What was going on was there was a guy that was homeless that came up to me aggressively looking while I had my earbuds on, standing there. Could have videoed it or camered it. And I wanted to get her attention so this guy would stop and looking at me and talking to me, who came up from across the street just to walk over to me. Adult male with his woman, who started walking up to me like she was a hooker and we were going out. And I have no idea what the hell she's doing coming up to me. All of a sudden, these new people are coming up to me and aggressively or otherwise standing right at my eyes, coming up to me within 3 feet or 4. And I told myself, turn around and look at this person in the vehicle who rolled up her window and acted like I was a homeless vagrant myself and she had to defend herself against, rather than fucking give me the 5 seconds while I'm standing there as a tenant in my property line with security guards, cameras, and everything else, and people are treating me like this when I walk out the door. As soon as I walk down the stairs without the elevator working, I know that this goddamn place is a fucking shambles. And the people here are goddamn unsafe to know. They shouldn't be in the public access working with the public, managing disabled people or anybody. They should be fucking cited on the spot. And if this was New York, they would have been. You know that, Jacksonville, Florida? You're fucking cops right now, Jacksonville, Florida, with all due respect to everybody on the force. I have never fucking said anything I can regret more than I've said it. And I've called you black cunts and everything else when I fucking had my son on the line, and you goddamn people watch him fucking, me and him hurt us instead of fucking save us, right? You didn't give us a doctor. You didn't give us any concern. You failed to fucking prove I can trust you as men and women on the force. But I do know Jacksonville Sheriff's Department enough to fucking tell the truth. So I'll tell the truth. But I'm going to get a state trooper now. I'm going to get Department of Health codes. The city don't want to fucking share its fucking acceptance that they violated their situation and hurt me again. They don't accept that. And I can't fucking feel any different about my night tonight other than to fucking go back to bed in this little shambles of a fucking lifestyle. Let me tell you, I go back to bed in this fucking apartment every goddamn night and I'm fucking turning into a goddamn mutant. I'm telling myself I don't want to feel worse. This has never been the way I've ever been. I've never had this kind of a heart problem where I can't masturbate, take a shit, or piss and know what the difference is sometimes when my chest starts flashing me. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm stroking out in some fucking fashion. I can't prove it yet. Well, my ass, the CAT scans proved it on my head injuries. And the truth is, I don't know how to fucking live alone. And the fucking state of Florida won't give me 5 minutes of people who give fucks about people. They don't give a fuck about me. As a matter of fact, they go out of their way to let me know how fucking unwanted and shitty I am when I go to report that police officer who was at the wrong location and he gives me his fucking asshole. He didn't give me his fucking shame. You know, I wanted an interview with the fucking papers and the video or not. No, I wanted the goddamn cop to come upstairs, look at my apartment, and write it down on his paper that this fucking place has fucking violations that the city has no fucking business ignoring after April being reported, and the goddamn city won't fucking act on it. Now it's a state matter. It's a state matter. If you fucking can't do it, then I'm going to do it. I am not living with your goddamn Section 8 Codes Office enforcement people telling me I'm going to be homeless for any excuse while these goddamn people get the fucking parade around here as a goddamn black cultural center, and they're bringing homeless people here to piss and shit in my fucking 500 feet from my door. Bullshit. And you motherfuckers don't have a goddamn court case on discrimination and a federal disability fucking placement. Let me tell you where we are with your goddamn codes. This is a disability fucking violation and harassment to create harm and fucking harass me. And I'm fucking sick of this goddamn city, and I'm sick of my balls being in it. I'm sick of the goddamn graces and auspice of consideration that you pushed me out of a hotel room from fucking October 2020 with some fucking redneck throwing me out while I'm smoking pot, telling him I'm head injured. Please don't yell at me. I got a head problem. I'm going to have a heart attack. And the goddamn guy threw me in an ambulance and told me to leave with my property in his hotel. Fuck you. You're goddamn gone. When I'm done with this goddamn case, I hope I fucking burn your goddamn fucking eyes out when this is over with. Every fucking one of yous. My kid's out here somewhere too. Fuck you both. When I'm fucking done, I'm breaking When I'm done, I want goddamn fucking people fired, and I want your goddamn fucking legs broke where applicable. That's my name.